Welcome to MLM Recruiting Mastery System. In this module, we're going to talk about how to follow up and close on Facebook. So this could be from friends you meet, co-market that you build a relationship with, or people you've added to the Facebook group and you sent them information. So number one rule is know that Facebook is the same as offline relationships. And what I mean by that is Facebook is not different. It's still communication, relationships, and basically what you're doing offline, but it's taken online. So that means if it's something you won't do offline, then don't do it online. So if you're not going to be negative and then yell at someone in the face, don't do that on Facebook. If you're not going to beg someone to join your business offline, just say someone you met at your community center or gym or church, you're going to beg them, be desperate, then don't do that on Facebook either. It also means like if you're not going to paint your house with your company colors and plaster all product information on the wallpaper in your house, don't do that on your Facebook wall as well. So just treat Facebook as offline relationships. It's not something different, it's just a different medium. But the concepts and the principles of relationships, communications is still the same. So never try to convince or force someone to join. Why? Because people immediately get turned off. We naturally immediately say no when someone tries to convince us to do or buy something. Just think about it. If someone wanted to force you to buy something, you naturally wouldn't buy. And even if I wanted something, and maybe you relate to this, you go to the store, you want something, you kind of want it, you really 90% chance going to get it. You meet a salesperson that basically tries to force you to get it, you just get turned off because none of us like to be sold and we end up not buying it, right? So the secret is to guide your prospects and have them convince themselves. And you can refer back to the module, the closing module where we talked about this. Now, similar to offline, don't spend too much time with one prospect. Okay, why should you not spend too much time with one prospect? Number one is it's weak posture. It shows desperation. And your prospects know that. If they know that, wow, if you're so successful, why are you spending all this time with me? Don't you have anyone else to talk to? And you're also setting up yourself for disappointment because all your eggs are put in one basket. And most of the time, the people you think they're going to join, they're not going to join. You're just going to be very disappointed. And the feeling of rejection will hurt more. So the feeling of rejection doesn't hurt as much. It may still bother you, but won't hurt as much if you have so many other people to talk to, right? And the last thing is it's not duplicatable. So think about you spending all this time with one prospect. That's the only person you're talking to. What happens if they join the business? Are you still going to spend all that time with them? Obviously you won't be able because you still got to go recruit, and that person's going to be disappointed. Okay, and they're going to quit the business because you felt that you basically sold them to something, gave them the impression that you're going to work with them a lot closer than you actually want. It really is not duplicatable. Now, if you have 3-4 downlines, maybe you can spend time, but if you grow an organization 10, 20 people, there's no way you can spend all the time with just one team member or one prospect. So I want you to adjust your mindset about closing. Okay, so number one is don't always go for the close. Don't see every person, I got to close that person. I got to get them in. Because people can feel that. People can feel the vibes you're giving. Right? And you're also just setting up yourself for disappointment and rejection. And because most people are not going to join. So change your mindset instead to meeting new friends. Instead of everyone being a prospect, you're just meeting friends. And the more friends you have, the cooler things are, the happier life is, right? Because you have more people to help you. Even if they don't do this business, they may help you in other ways. So change your mindset. You're not always closing all the way. Be human and be sincerely, genuine, interested to meet new friends. And that alone is the best part about networking. We get to meet a lot of friends, whether they join or not. Your life will be enhanced by these relationships because they can help you. Now, if your prospect shows interest, they looked at the video, looked at the tool, then talk to them. It's super important for you to talk to them. This is a relationship business, and people feel a connection when they can see or hear you. And also, you can see, especially if you can see their face and you hear their voice, you can tell whether the questions they're giving you or objections are real or sincere, right? Or they're just like saying it to blow you off. So you can use now so easy. You can use Facebook video, Skype, FaceTime, or etc. But Facebook video is so easy since it's built into Messenger. If you're on Messenger, messaging the person back already, just Facebook video them, right? Or if you can't do video, then call them. Get their phone number. But you definitely want to talk to them. Now, I've never met a successful leader who makes good long-term income who's never talked to their prospects. Now, don't believe the hype. I'm really passionate about this. Like, don't believe the hype in these automated systems. Something you see online. Like, you can get you can join without ever talking to anyone. It's true. You know what? You can maybe get 1 or 2 signups, but normally these businesses don't last, and you never get duplication or a long-term residual. Because at the end of the day, this is still. Now, if you can't get them on video, then definitely you can call them on the phone. That's a good. Now, if someone's interested, you can ask closing questions, right? If someone is interested, a great question is, what did you like best about what you saw? So say you sent them a video. What did you like best about what you saw? And another good question to ask is, after that is, tell me about that. Or what did you like about it? Or why did you like that? You want to ask open-ended questions where the prospect is going to open up and share what they like about it, what appeals to them, and that makes it easy for. Another good question is, on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're ready to get started now, and 1 being you just want to try to. Now, if they don't say anything that's a 10, then say, hey, what do we have to do to get you closer to. Now, once you ask them, they'll bring up questions or objections, and these are good since it shows you they have interest. They're interested, right? If they're not interested, they wouldn't be asking questions. Again, the key to closing is to guide them to the sale. You can answer the question and you guide them back to the sale. And you can use any of the closing questions covered in the previous modules. You can also use a 3-way call. That's something highly recommend you do. But key is to guide them to the sale. And go back and review the module on closing for more closing questions. Now, getting back to Facebook, if you have not looked at info, give them time. Okay, don't be desperate. Something you can say is, no worries, I know life can get busy. I have a few other people that did watch the video that I have to get in touch with. I'll follow up with you in a week or so. Okay, now this shows you that you have other people to talk to. And by the way, you shouldn't be lying about this because, again, you shouldn't be spending all your time on one prospect, right? So if if you're a person of integrity, I know you are, make sure your schedule is filled up with people you're talking to, setting the video out, right? You should be setting the video out at least 5-10 times a day, getting it out there. I want to also emphasize, be a professional and run $1 million business. People say, well, you can make millions in network marketing. Well, treat it like $1 million business. Think about this. If you had $50 million real estate company, you wouldn't get angry and blast your high school friend who you play sports with when he doesn't buy a house from you. Right? Think about it. If you have a high school friend that plays sports with you, you're not going to get all angry at him because he didn't buy a house from you because you have $1 million business. You have other clients to deal with. It's the same thing with this. People's life get busy. Okay, and you got to give them a way out. This is very important for effective follow-ups later on and also for maintaining that relationship. If they still have not looked at any info, just let them know, hey, it's okay. It may not be for them. And a good script you can use like, hey, seems like the timing's not right. I know this may not be for you, but it's done incredible things for me. I just wanted to share it. If now is not a good time or it's not something you're interested in, just let me know and my feelings won't be hurt. You're giving them the opportunity to say no. And so a lot of times your prospect, it's not the best time for them. So let them, give them a way out and they'll feel much, much better and they will stay in touch with you. Now, speaking of stay in touch with prospects, I'm not ready to join. We're going to talk a little bit about follow-up here. I know we covered it in the foolproof follow-up module, but a couple. So how do you stay in the prospect's mind? Number 1 is to be diligent in creating content. You need to create consistent content in order to stay relevant. And what that means is you're always creating content every day. Because if people don't see you in their newsfeed every day, they'll forget about you, right? Because there's so many other things going on. So you have to create consistent content. Make sure you do that. Also, you want to engage with their content. Because the more you engage with their content, the more they'll see yours. Because that's the Facebook algorithm. And they'll know what you're up to. So it's a great indirect way to keep in touch with them. Make sure they never forget about you. Because there's never a bad prospect, just the wrong time for the right prospect. So if they don't join, if they don't look at the video, but they keep seeing what you're doing, how you're growing, the positivity stuff you're posting, the lifestyle you're posting, sooner or later they'll become interested again. But in order for them to see your stuff, you got to engage with them, right? You got to let Facebook know that they're important. So one of the ways, this is pretty cool, to make sure you do not forget about them, because you have a lot of prospects to talk to, right? You do not forget about them, and you can add them to friends list. Also, there's a new feature called See First. You can just go to a profile, and under the next to the message, there's a drop down where you can click on See First. So this makes sure you always see their content first when you log into Facebook. So when you log in every time, go to See First, make sure the people clicked on See First, okay? Once that's done, when you log in automatically on your newsfeed, what the people you've chosen See First. And then you can comment and engage with them before the rest of the people pop up in your newsfeed. Another way to keep in touch to stay relevant is to private message them. Private message them to see how they're doing. Remember to be human and just be friends. And one thing I like to do is check out the profile and what they're doing and just comment. So today I just found someone that was their birthday, and she actually didn't put on Facebook it was her birthday, because one of the habits I do that's helped me build $1 million network is sing happy birthday to everyone's whose birthday it is. But she didn't put on Facebook her birthday is, but someone actually sent her a nice card and she posted it. So I found out, wow, she actually didn't put on Facebook in her profile that was her birthday, but I found out because someone sent her a gift. So I immediately went there and private messaged her. Okay, and then she got super, super happy about that. So it's a great way to stay in touch with people. Remember, it takes exposures. This is not something you do one day. Every new person you meet on Facebook, they probably most likely will not join right away. But if you maintain a good relationship with them, stay in touch with them, they see what you're doing, sooner or later they will be interested in the business. So another good thing to do is give them updates every time you hit a milestone. So if you Facebook, hey, I'm just super excited, I just want to share, I'm really, really excited, I just want to share with you. I know you weren't interested in this, or the timing wasn't right last time, but I just hit another rank and earned a bigger bonus in my business. Things are going well, my team is growing. Just share positivity. And one of the things I used to do is, hey, you know what, I just added, this is when I first started out, I just added another person. My team was like 8 people. Now I hit 10. I'm actually in double digits now. I'm super excited. And then they would congratulate me. And then over time, 4 or 5 months later, they came on. And now this person is one of the key leaders in my business that helped me build $1 million business. And he himself is a 6-figure earner as well. Okay, just from giving updates from time to time. And every milestone you have. So in summary, remember, treat Facebook like offline. This is not something different. It's just relationship. You know how to behave in the world. You know how to act like human. Be considerate, caring, sincerely genuine. Communicate like a human. And always remember relationship first. And Facebook is just an extension of that. It's just same principles, same concepts, but using a different medium. Always give them a way out when you invite them. Don't say, take a look at this. And sometimes, even though you may think you're giving a way out, they may not think. They may think you want to sell them, and if they don't sell you and they're not interested, they'll hurt your feelings. So always let them know, hey, if this is not for you, it's okay. Or this may not be for you, but I just want to share this with you. Never convince nor force anyone, right? Never convince nor force anyone to do anything because people don't like it. Instead, ask closing questions to guide them. And you can go through the closing module for all the list of questions. I've given some really good ones here. And then lastly, for follow-ups and direct follow-ups, always create consistent content so they remember you. Remember, it takes multiple exposures. Create content, engage with them, and then they will see your content and just build relationships. Build relationships and stay in touch with people, and sooner or later, people will join. Because remember, there's never a bad prospect, just the wrong time for the right prospect. But treat Facebook like principles of communication and relationship building. Treat people first and be a human.